Guys, your boy Gamer's again here today to go over Extreme Rules. As you can tell, still cooked at this moment. You would have saw that in the Fight or Fallen review. I don't know what it is, but just don't have a lot of energy lately. But anyways, let's go over our Extreme Rules card. A lot of people were saying this was a good show, best show of the year. To me, this was a horrible show. You can have your opinion, you can say whatever. It wasn't a good show. Half the matches were good, the other half were horrible in my opinion. And then the half that were good, some of them were either illogical or the booking decisions were sort of baffling. So you can't say that's a good show in my opinion. The in-ring product was good, but the rest of the show was very questionable, in my opinion. And it starts off with the pre-show. Shinsuke Nakamura versus Finn Balor. Finn Balor loses his title after the first title defense in 7 minutes to Shinsuke. I like Shinsuke, but I think he should have won it at SummerSlam. I think Finn Balor needs a decent little title run. They should have built him up a little more before Shinsuke took the title off of him. Next, we had Drew Gulak and Tony Nese. The match that was most logical of the whole night. Drew Gulak ended up winning this match. Decent little match in the pre-show to end it off. And Gulak retained his Cruiserweight Championship. Oh, my God. A match that was better than what we expected, but at the end of the day, what was the point of it? That's my thing about this match is, what did this do to anybody? They said, well, it set up Taker versus Drew. Let's be honest, do we want to see that? Is it even a story, really? No. So what did the Undertaker Roman versus Shane and Drew match really accomplish? Didn't really do anything to anybody. Shane's still going to be on TV. The Undertaker is going to get one match with Drew out of it. Didn't really do anything for anybody. The pairing of Undertaker and Roman makes no sense. They literally are just doing it because Undertaker wanted a match against Drew at one point of his career. And you know what? Here's Drew. Here's Taker. Let's just throw them in a match. That's exactly what they're doing. So I can't get behind that. I really can't. Next, we have the Revival versus the Usos. This was a good match. Good match. Correct winner. This was one of the matches I looked at and I was like, okay, they did good by this match. The Revival, the Usos, the Revival, clearly using their ring intelligence, breaking down the Usos, taking advantage of rough positions in the ring. Classic Revival. Revival get the win. I did enjoy that match. It went 12 minutes and 30 seconds. Another match I enjoyed, Aleister Black versus Cesaro. This match went 9 minutes. I think it could have went 12 or 13. But it's nice seeing Aleister Black back. And Cesaro's no slouch himself. But it was fun seeing Aleister Black back. I really did enjoy that match. Went 9 minutes. What do you want? Next, a match that people were saying this match was good, but I could not see it. Bayley versus Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss. This whole match, I was just like, what are we doing? What are we doing, man? Oh, my God. It was... I'm sorry, nothing about this match had me excited. The whole match, I was just like, what am I watching? This is horrible. It was horrible. I did not want to see that. And it didn't even come off very well, and then people were talking so highly about it. I was like, how do you guys like that match? How? It's horrible. Bayley ended up winning. Right outcome, in my opinion. I think Bayley needs a decent title run before she drops the title. And I especially don't want her to drop it to Alexa Bliss. But, not a good match. Strowman versus Lashley. People were praising this match. You can't hide a bad match behind a gimmick. You can't. You can tell if the match is good or bad. And that match was not good. The thing that people were praising were, oh, he had a couple eye spots. Yeah, you took him out to, where is it? you know where, like, the concessions are in the arena? He threw him into one of the merch stands. Woo. Woo. Big deal. And then, they go to the most obscene of places. They come down, fight down the stairs. He starts throwing fans out of the way, Lashley does. Clearly plants. And conveniently, there's a gate that opens up where he ends up going. And there's conveniently a place that's, I guess it's sort of like what Shane went through with The Miz. It looked like a big old cardboard box, just conveniently placed there in the middle of, like, nothing, actually. And Braun Strowman goes off with Lashley, and then with 8 seconds left, Braun Strowman breaks through the cardboard, wins the match. What about that was extreme? What about that made it so good? That was the cheesiest ending, and they didn't really do anything. They really didn't. They did not do much. I'm sorry, but that match isn't going to get me excited, especially if you have two guys that I'm not excited in the first place, in a match that is really just hiding behind a gimmick, and the stipulation really didn't do much for anybody, and it didn't really get anybody over. It didn't do anything for it. It literally, there was nothing to it. It wasn't a good last man standing match. I'm sorry, it wasn't. Next, we had Daniel Bryan and Rowan defending their tag team championships against Heavy Machinery and the New Day. This match was very good. This was probably my favorite match of the night outside of the outcome. The outcome was a little confusing. Otis and Tucker at one point in this match, I thought they were winning the championships because you have Otis doing the Caterpillar on Bryan. You have him and Tucker doing where they're running and smashing between them. But of course, all good things come to an end, and they end up getting taken out. Big E comes in, Big E hits the big ending, and Big E ends up winning the tag team championships for the New Day. Don't get me wrong, I like the New Day, but can I ask you why? They are six-time tag team champions, but what's the reason? Rowan and Bryan wanted to revamp the tag team division. Heavy Machinery. Everybody loves Heavy Machinery right now. New, fresh guys. Everyone wants to see more of them. But they go right back into the well and they dig up the New Day again. We've seen the New Day. I'm sorry, I like the New Day. I do. But nothing about the New Day winning a title is going to be as exciting as having the Heavy Machinery win, or having Daniel Bryan and Rowan retain by some cheap method leading up for a Heavy Machinery Daniel Bryan match down the road. I think Heavy Machinery is much more deserving of a tag team title than the New Day. Heavy Machinery's been on a roll. They have. Been a couple good matches here and there. Had a great match last pay-per-views. Been very over on SmackDown. And then you have the New Day, people that we know they're going to be over, but why would we dig back in the well? Why do we need to revisit a topic that we've already been at? Sure, the New Day can win another championship, but right now it's not the time. Right now it's not the time. You gotta get Otis and Tucker over. You gotta do it. I'm sorry. Good match. I didn't like the result. So there you go. Next, we had Ricochet versus AJ Styles. This match I hated. It was a good match. Don't get me wrong. AJ Styles and Ricochet were a good match. But AJ Styles ended up beating Ricochet in 16 minutes. What? What was the point of Ricochet winning the United States Championship in the first place? And then, when I asked that question, people were defending it. They're like, well, it makes sense because AJ Styles needs to continue the feud with Ricochet until SummerSlam. Alright, let me be logical for a minute, please. I know it might hurt some of you guys. You guys mentally thinking. But let's think of this. Ricochet, babyface, AJ Styles, kind of a tweener at this point. He's not definitely a heel. He's definitely not a face, but not a big heel right now. And he has the club with him. Now, you could go all in with this club thing, and you could have Gallows and Anderson just completely go at Ricochet, causing a disqualification. AJ embraces it on SmackDown Live. On Raw. He embraces it, fine and dandy, full heel AJ, club. And then you have a match at SummerSlam, full heel AJ. You can do your pre-match beatdown with Gallows and Anderson on him. Ricochet, not 100%. Ricochet can lose the AJ. He's successfully defended it already because he would have defended it here successfully. So Ricochet's title run would have meant something. But yeah, we're just gonna flip flop titles. AJ Styles is gonna get a title here. Ricochet's gonna get a title here. Rey Mysterio's gonna have it 1 week. Samoa Joe's gonna have it 1 week. Now, please, the United States Championship's worthless right now. Please let Ricochet hold it for a long time, or at least let him defend it once successfully. It's just flip flopping titles now. Rey Mysterio never defended it. Samoa Joe lost it off his first event. Ricochet lost it off his first event. I wouldn't be surprised if AJ loses it at SummerSlam back to Ricochet. I won't. Next, we had Owens versus Ziggler. I don't know why this was on the card. Owens won in 17 seconds. I don't know why this was on the card, but Kevin Owens got to win, so there's that. At least there's something positive out of that. Next, we have Kofi versus Samoa Joe. I'm sorry. I love Samoa Joe. I love him. He's one of my favorites, but Samoa Joe, he can't be justified he can't even be justified going after the title anymore. Like, he can't. I love Samoa Joe more than the next guy. But how are you going to justify Samoa Joe, one of the most ruthless on-air personalities you guys have? How are you going to justify him getting beat by Kofi Kingston, of all people, clean, with one trouble in paradise? How? I wouldn't mind if Kofi somehow picked up a cheap win over Joe, and Joe is like, well, Kofi, you're acting like the heel. Or if maybe the New Day caused a disqualification, or maybe Joe gets, maybe Joe gets rolled up. Roll-up's not even bad. But no. Joe got pinned on his back, 1, 2, 3, after a trouble in paradise. At this point, I was just livid. I was like, what is the point of this whole show? This show was, I'm not even joking, this show was the most illogical thing of the year. We have Kofi clean pin Samoa Joe. Clean. Then, earlier on in the night, we have AJ Styles, for some reason, winning the title after Ricochet's only held the title for 1 month. Then we have, for some reason, we're dipping into the bag of the New Day again. For some reason, we're putting 2 non-charismatic people out there in a match that's heavily gimmicked, and it's not even a good match. We have Bayley and Alexa Bliss go out there, and we've already known what Alexa Bliss has done to Bayley's career at Extreme Rules before, and we're going to have a 2-on-1 handicap match that makes no logical sense to anybody, because how are you going to co-own a championship? And that's going to be there. Then we're going to have The Undertaker make a random return against Roman. So right now, I'm looking at the card, and I'm like, the Revival makes sense, Aleister Black makes sense, and I'm not going to even throw the pre-show in there, because Cruiserweights, they're their own thing. Shinsuke and Finn Balor even make sense, honestly. Why are they facing each other? So, I'm looking at that. 2 matches. A good match with the New Day, but why? AJ Styles, a good match, but why? Kevin Owens, he was in there for 17 seconds, so there's nothing special with it. And then you have Kofi Kingston and Samoa Joe. So right now, I'm looking at the card, and I'm saying there was two decent, good. No, I'm not going to say decent. They were good. They were good. Aleister Black and Cesaro was match of the night by far. There was two matches on here that actually made sense and were good. Yeah, you can have a good match, but it doesn't matter if the match doesn't make sense. I mean, you put me in there against AJ Styles, I'm sure we could have a good match, but is anybody going to care? No. I don't know why Kofi won. I really don't. I think everybody would have been happy with Joe winning. From what I've heard from people that I know went to the show, I heard everybody was going for Joe. People were booing Kofi. It didn't come off like that on television. Everybody popped on television. I heard that they were wanting Joe. Everybody was chanting for Joe to win the championship. You should have pulled the trigger on Joe. You should have pulled it on him at Great Balls of Fire. You should have pulled it on him now. I can only recall 2 championship matches for the WWE or the Universal Championship that Joe's been in. But according to Ryan Satin, it's been 8 times that Joe has lost a World Championship match on television. 8 times. For Samoa Joe. One of the most ruthless people in the business. Yeah, he's going to lose to Kofi Kingston. And we're going to praise it because at least Brock didn't cash in on Kofi. You know what? What happens later is funny. I'll tell you why. Rollins and Becky versus Baron Corbin and Lacey. This match was... I don't know what you want me to say. It was there. This match actually went over better than I thought it would. There's my positive about it, but I cannot get behind it when the stipulation makes no sense. We're going to have a mixed tag team match where if Lacey pins Becky, they're the champions. Or if Corbin pins Rollins, they're the champions. It was a decent match, but at the end of the night, it did nothing for anybody. Lacey Evans clearly trots out with Seth Rollins' trunks. Definitely makes everybody mad. Baron Corbin hit a end of days on Becky. There's your big pop of the night. Everybody was so confused. Oh my lord. They might be doing intergender wrestling. Oh my god. Everybody was making a big deal about that. And at one point, well, actually after that, Mr. Rollins here decided to snap. Ended up hitting 3 curb stomps, chair shots, kendo stick shots all over Corbin. Lacey backing off because she saw the anger in his eyes. 1, 2, 3. Corbin win. Well, I don't even know why Lacey left. She doesn't want a title, I guess. So now she doesn't get a chance. That's the best thing that came out of this is Lacey and Baron don't have a chance anymore, apparently, according to their own rules. But guarantee they'll have another shot. But Rollins ended up pinning Corbin. Now, I already knew this was coming. He pins Corbin. You hear the Beast move, Brock Lesnar's music. I'm like, here we go. Here we go. You know what? I was laughing this whole time. I was laughing because everybody was praising this show, and I was just sitting there laughing. I was like, this is perfect. This is perfect. Honestly, it is. It had me happy. I was like, the perfect way to cap off a crap Sunday is to put Brock Lesnar. People hate Brock Lesnar. Perfect way is to put him on top. Again. Dip him into the bag again. Let's dip it in the bag. You found the New Day today? Out of the bag? Let's find Brock again. Brock Lesnar beat Seth Rollins. He beat Seth Rollins. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But it's best for business. Oh my Lord. And the people are crying about Seth. Seth didn't do much with his title run. He didn't. He didn't at all. Seth's title run was horrible. He had Baron Corbin as his antagonist in his story. Brock Lesnar? I'd rather see Brock Lesnar with the title right now. I honestly would. Y'all hated that. Guarantee y'all hated that. But did you all hate the AJ Styles Ricochet match that made no sense? Or are you gonna hate the, well, it makes no sense for Lesnar not caution. It's not even the right time. He's never held the title long enough. He didn't even hold the title long enough. He held it longer than Ricochet, and Ricochet just lost, and you guys didn't even raise a question. Did Kofi Kingston pinning Samoa Joe make any sense? No. Did the New Day winning the title make any sense? No. Did Shinsuke winning the title make any sense? No. Did I love the Shinsuke title thing? Yes, I did. One thing, yes, Balor has not successfully defended the title, but if they would have booked him correctly, it could have been a good moment for Shinsuke. That is all I'm going to say about that match. I like that Shinsuke won, but they didn't book him the right way, so what do you want me to say? Once again, they failed to deliver. This show, at best, was a maybe, not being generous, a 5 out of 10 show. That's a C on your report card. I'm just gonna get behind it. I'm sorry. There's 13 matches. This card went about how many hours? I think it went around 4. It started at what, 6? It was a 5-hour show, couldn't count it in pre-show, but it didn't end until like 10. It's about 4 hours. 4 hours, and you know the great thing. In the morning, I tweeted, yo, at WWE, please, let's keep the show nice and concise. No more than 3 hours. Let's get it over by 9. Let's go on with our day. I think that they made this show shorter. Like, in terms of match. They don't need 13 matches on an Extreme Rules card. They don't. You could have cut the Owens match. You could have cut the Lashley Strowman match. You could have played to the fact that Braun had his injured spleen. Did he have tape? No. He had a ruptured spleen, but he didn't even have tape coming out. You probably could have cut down the card a little bit, in my opinion. You needed no more than 8 matches on this card, especially on an Extreme Rules card. That Extreme Rules isn't a big 5. Why does it have 13 matches, and why is it going 4 hours and 5 hours if you count the pre-show? Why? Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Most of you probably won't agree with me, but I'm sorry. The logic is going around, and I can't accept what we just saw. There was 2 things about the show that made sense and were logical and were actually good. I'm sorry. There was good matches, don't get me wrong, but just weird, bizarre outcomes or weird booking or made no sense because why is this person here against this person? I can't look past that stuff. I can't. I'm sorry. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. Go check out the Twitter at GamersGameYT. Go vote on my poll. Go vote on my poll over there. I'm doing it to prove a point because I need to prove a point. Anyways, thank you guys for watching.